So it's been 1 day since Quinshon Judkins has put his name inside of the transfer portal, and there's a lot of different things, a lot of different thoughts that we need to talk about. A discussion is here to be had, and we're gonna have it today on this YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe, all that good stuff, man. I'm trying to get to 1K before April. It's my birthday month, so let's go ahead and get into this discussion that we're going to have about Quinshon Judkins. And so, reading this tweet right here by College Football Report, Quinshon Judkins entering the portal was a mutual party urged by Ole Miss. There were several issues with Judkins where he reportedly yelled at his own offensive lineman and was at times disruptive. He even went into Kiffin's office during the season to tell him what changes he wanted to see in the offense. Interesting. So it seems to me that a lot of this is being painted that Quinshon Judkins was simply a cancer in their locker room. If we look at this tweet right here, somebody says Judkins was a locker room cancer for Ole Miss. That's why Dart was yelling at Lane during the Peach Bowl. Lane pushed Judkins away because of this. The Grove Collective will get us someone better. And look at this tweet right here. Quinshon Judkins would have been kicked off the team on multiple occasions had his name not been Quinshon Judkins. Ole Miss will upgrade at the running back position and do so for exponentially less money. Today is a great day for the program. Lane playing chess. It's interesting. A lot of what I'm seeing on the internet, especially from Ole Miss fans. Look, if you're an Ole Miss fan, let me know if you differ from this position. But a lot of Ole Miss fans that I've seen tweet or talk, because I know a lot of them, I right now live in Mississippi. I am an Alabama fan, but I live here because I'm working. I'm originally from Alabama, so don't cook me in the comments, all right? Don't cook me. But I'm here and I'm asking people, what do they think about this situation? And a lot of them are fine with this because of things similar to this. I initially thought that this entire situation was based off of money, that he simply wanted more money and Ole Miss said no, and it was just that simple. But now it's looking like two things could be true at the same time. Could this be about some money? Sure, it could be about him wanting more money. Could it be that he was a huge cancer in the locker room? Sure, and the thing about it is, you can easily justify not paying somebody if they're not necessarily making your life easier in terms of the locker room environment. And so it's very easy to say, look, I know you're a great player, but you're doing X, Y, and Z, and so we're not going to give you this money. You can go somewhere else and get your money. And it makes that decision just that much easier. And it's going to be interesting to see exactly where he may end up. I've seen some Auburn floating around here. I've seen some Florida State floating around, and the biggest one I've seen floating around was Ohio State. All three of those will be interesting for him to decide to go to, right? And so I can see Auburn a little bit. I think he may be from Alabama, if I'm not mistaken. I need to look at that. I think he is from Alabama, so for him to go back to his home state is something that I think he may love to do. Some people want to go back and he can be close to the family, especially if they're getting him some NIL money. Maybe there's somebody there that he wants to help out. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with some reason that he would want to go to Auburn. Florida State and Ohio State, winning programs, and so I can see that as well. It's going to be interesting to see how this entire thing plays out. I really want to know how much NIL money he's going to get, and I do want to also talk about the fact that it's going to be kind of hard to sell if people are putting out that you're this locker room cancer, all right? That's something that I haven't necessarily touched on yet, and I think we should talk about it. And even if you're a great player, if you're somebody who is in a locker room and you're causing problems, nobody is really going to want to deal with you. These programs are not going to want to deal with the headache. And he is a running back. And the days of great running backs just being so much involved in offenses and stuff like that, oh, I think those days are long gone, and they'll just find somebody else to replace you. You see how quick Ole Miss was ready to get up off him, especially after it's been reported that he wants more money. They had no issue, no problem with letting him walk. Probably going to focus on the O-line and then put somebody else back there. And I also think he was a 3-star recruit, so they probably feel like, hey, we did it one time, we can do it again. It's going to be interesting to see what Ole Miss does, especially looking at the potential of them being a very good playoff team coming up with the playoffs being expanded. I think Ole Miss will definitely be in the running next year, and I'm going to keep my eyes on the running game. All right, I'm gonna keep my eyes on the running game, and so Where would Judkins land? Comment down below in the comment section where you think it will last. I do wish him the best because I am honestly a fan, and when I first read this, I was kind of taken back because I've been rooting for him even though I'm an Alabama fan. I love to see great running backs do their thing. Love to see it. Except when it's against my team. I hope he like rushes for 1.5 yards. But other than that, I just like to see running backs do their thing. I love to root for them because running backs have a short shelf life in the football world, and so seeing a running back come out and do his thing, I just love to see the craft, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm a huge college football fan at the end of the day, and I just love to watch the game. And so I hope that whatever issues, whatever problems he have, if there is any, and it's looking like these reports may be true. I don't want to just go out and say they are true because there's some people who believe that Ole Miss is doing this just so he won't get his money. I have seen that floating around there. If you are deep in that Ole Miss organization, deep in that program, let me know how true are these reports of him doing these things. I don't want to just come out here and say I know 100% that is the case. I think that this situation could be a situation where two things are true, and he wants more money and they don't want to give it to him because maybe he hasn't been on his best behavior. And so I think two things can be true at the same time. I hope he rectifies whatever he has going on so he can go get his money, get paid, not just this time, but also in the NFL. Because I will say this, the NFL, if you're a problem in a locker room or you're this, you're that, they'll forget about you very, very quickly. And so you don't want your college career, especially a college career that is looking very promising, to simply end with just being a great college career. You want to go to the NFL and get millions of dollars there too. But at the end of the day, it's only one person who can fix whatever is going on, and that's Quinshon Judkins. And so let me know what you guys think about this situation down below. I think it's a situation where somebody who I was rooting for personally, really kind of shocked me to see all of this, but it is what it is. Hopefully he can get it fixed. I'll see you guys in the next video.